Hi guys, welcome back to Unfiltered Podcast. I am trying so hard to not scream right now because I have Kshamata Surve ma'am sitting right beside me. Okay, for those of y'all who don't know who she is, you're living under a rock, firstly. And secondly, she's an amazing professional dancer. And I would like to sum up by telling that there are a lot of people I know who attend a workshop. And when I ask them that, what do you think about Kshamata Surve ma'am? So they tell me a lot of great things. But there's one constant thing which they always say. And that constant thing is that she helps us lose the confidence which we never had before. So that always, like, that gave me chills when I listened to it. And I'm like, that is so sweet of them. And she is the icon of dance industry is what I would say. Because I've been following her dance since a really long time because I myself am a dancer, so I see dancers and all. So I really like to follow such dancers. And I'm so glad to have you today with us, ma'am.
I'm excited. That was such a beautiful introduction. Thank you, Anushka. I wasn't expecting that, but very sweet. Thank you, and I'm excited.
Yeah. So can we begin?
Sure, let's go.
So firstly, before starting our entire segment, I would like to first ask you that why dance and what made you start this journey?
Wow. Why dance? Because I think that's the only thing I'm good at.
We're out, but okay.
No, like genuinely, like I've been dancing since I was a child. Like I love dancing. Like I grew up listening to Madhuri Dixit and just watching her move and then, like copying her and all her hook steps. Just like, I just enjoyed that so much as a child. And yeah, like I think whenever I danced, since like when I was a child also, I just felt very happy. Like it's something like I tried a lot of things. Like I like being in sports as well and all of that. But when I was in school and when we had to choose, like, do you want to be in sports or dance? I always went for dance. Yeah. So I think I was meant to dance itself. And yeah, that's why dance. And yeah, my journey as a professional dancer started very late actually.
Okay.
Because I had no guidance. I didn't know where to start from and what to do, how to go about it. Like I tried in college, but everybody, there are groups and all already in colleges, and then to get into that can be challenging, can be difficult. But and then I just danced every matlab खुद के लिए, not like professionally, but खुद के लिए I started dancing and all that. And I was also doing CA.
Oh wow.
I was into that. I was like, छोड़ो यार, अभी पढ़ाई वढ़ाई कर लेते हैं. Maybe this is what it is, and when you don't know what's going on. So I started doing CA. I did that, but back of the head, this was always there. Like, I want to do this. I want to do this. Like, okay, I'm doing this, but this is where I want to be. So, keeping it short, when I was 24,
Okay.
and I started working also, like I did like a proper 9 to 5 job and stuff like that. But at 24, it hit me really hard that this is not me. Like I am working, okay, I'm earning and blah blah. Everything is going as per the societal plans, like padhai karo, job le lo, shadi karo, all of that. It's going well, but I am not happy. And then I found out this company called Split Soul Dance Academy.
Okay.
Which one of my friend recommended. And yeah, I just went there as a student, and then I heard that, they also take up people who would be interested in taking dance professionally.
Wow.
So I went to them and they said, oh, you can join us. And that's it. Like that was the turning point in my life. It was a Sunday. I used to take Sunday classes because I used to work, right?
Yeah.
So Sundays, office se chutti, so that was the only day I took up. I spoke to the director called Dheeraj, and he said, yes, if you're interested, you can join the company. And I'm not kidding. Monday, I went to my HR and I said, I'm resigning.
That was
Because
when it
that was like, yes, I was like, this is it.
Huh.
And she was like, are you crazy? I'm like, no, I have got this opportunity.
Right.
I'm going to take it. I'll give you your 1 month's notice, whatever, but I am leaving. It just happened. It happened so fast, so sudden, but it happened and I know it was happening with a meaning.
Yeah.
Right? And so, yeah, that's how my dance journey started. And dance is like another thing. It's my life. It's my life.
That is
A lot of times I also feel like giving up, but it just comes back to me. It comes back to me. So why dance? Because I love dance. And how dance is this way.
That is such a inspiring at the same time very touching story, ma'am. Because it's like if anyone would ask me my story, then my story is like the most crazy and funny story. It's like
Love to know that.
it's basically like I used to dance at my home a lot. Like I used to just bounce, dance here from there. And my eye once came to me, and then she's like, okay, what's happening? So I just used to ignore it and I used to dance. So my eye thought that it's time I put her in dance class. So
nice.
Yeah, so I was in nursery when she put me in dance class. And then it turns out my dance class is kind of a classical dance class as well. So I learned classical dance. So it's a very choto crazy story.
But it's nice that your mom saw that,
Yeah.
what is going on? Why is she jumping everywhere?
Yeah.
And then she realized that
Yeah.
you love it and she took that initiative of putting you in class. So I think that's great. Like, please say thank you to your mother, like from my side, for taking that, giving that thought of putting a child into a class. So amazing.
Ma'am, after hearing your story, in some or the other way, it hit me that you have broken the societal plans. Like, शादी कर लो, job कर लो, शादी कर लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो, the societal plans. You have broken that in some or the other way and you have like listened to yourself, your heart. So I would want to know that there are many people out there who must be facing the same issue as you are. You faced it. And even they must have this thing in mind that they want to pursue dance or they want to do this, but because of some other restriction, they couldn't. So, do you have anything to tell to them? Because I feel you must have gone to the same cases. Like, because overall this procedure needs trusting in yourself. And I feel that sometimes people lack trusting in themselves and believing in themselves.
Yeah.
Because life hits them really hard. So, what was your, to be honest, guys, it might sound easy, but it is not easy. Right? So, yeah. So, what do you think? Like, what would you tell the people who are actually struggling out there?
Yeah. So Anushka, what I feel is sometimes you need to take a risk.
Yeah.
And you need to give it a shot.
Yeah, right.
Like when it hit me that, I've been changing jobs and I'm doing it because I can't settle in one place and this place is not giving me happiness because back of the head, something else is going on in my life, right?
Right, yeah.
And once I found that opportunity, I took that chance of leaving everything and starting from scratch.
Totally believe in yourself attitude.
Yes. Yeah, like you got to believe in yourself. As you're saying, you got to, like, if you know that you really like something.
Yeah.
And you think that this is something where your heart is always going towards,
right.
then give it a shot. I know a lot of times we always fear that, अरे क्या कैसे होगा? What if I fail? But that's what it is. Yeah, na?
True that.
You can't always not do something because you are always like, shit, what if I fail?
True that.
You will fail.
You will
fail. When I joined the company, there were 10 people in the company already and they already were at a level and I had to start really from scratch. And I was like, shit, like how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
Did I do something right? I just left my job and parents were
procedure.
Everybody was not very happy about what I have decided to do.
Okay.
But एक जिद अगर पकड़ ली है ना तो उसको किसी और के लिए नहीं बट खुद के लिए पूरा करना चाहिए firstly. Yeah, like what happens is a lot of times we fear of failing because what will other people say.
True that.
Correct?
Yeah.
And it's very human. It's an emotion. And
Yeah.
I understand. Like, I have been through it. But you have to constantly do a self-talk and tell yourself, fail for yourself first.
Yeah.
Learn it for yourself first.
Right.
The moment you accept your failure, you will not be bothered with anybody else thinking when you fail.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So just take that chance, yaar. क्या होगा? Fail हो गए, at least you will know that, okay, you tried, it didn't work out. Sure, I should try something else. But without trying, without giving it a shot, how will you ever know?
True that.
Right?
Yeah.
So I just feel that, like, करके देखो, नहीं हुआ तो कोई ना कोई और रास्ता निकलेगा, and 100% निकलेगा, क्योंकि realization say you will end up doing something. You not just sit there and be like, oh shit, what happened?
Yeah.
Right? So I think we should all take that chance once in our life to see how it feels and what would happen with that. It can be great, it can be not great, but anything in between is a learning.
True that.
Right? You will learn. You will just learn out of this and this. So take a chance.
Guys, this is like a real life example for whatever happens for a reason.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I so believe in that.
Even I am a firm believer of that. Like, even I'm just a college kid, but like whenever something happens in my college or during my school, I always used to calm myself saying that whatever is happening for a reason. So calm yourself down.
Absolutely. What's the point of crying? I mean, थोड़ा सा रो तो सकते हैं हम लोग, क्योंकि oh shit, what just happened?
Yeah.
But we need to accept. It's all about acceptance, and as you're saying, जो भी होता है, लिखा हुआ है. It's meant to happen.
Yeah, man.
So accept it and move on.
To that, ma'am. So now talking about, so I have seen your page, and I've seen that you are like very much into jazz funk. I've seen that, and I would want to know what exactly is jazz funk to you, and why did you choose that path, and why, like, you take classes in Nrityashakti, right, of jazz funk. So tell me more about it.
Sure. So Anushka, if I tell you jazz funk, when I got introduced to this style, मेरे लिए इसका textbook definition दिया गया था कि it's a combination of two styles, which is jazz and hip hop.
Okay.
So basically, international teachers who did ballet and jazz, they thought of few like mixing up hip hop and coming up with this style called jazz funk. Abhi, sometimes we also call it jazz fusion.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has technique of jazz and ballet and then elements of hip hop. Yeah. But over the years, because I've been doing this style like for 12 years now, over the years with the more and more I kept doing this style, for me today, if you ask me what jazz funk, I would say it's a feeling, right?
Yeah.
It's not just a combination of two styles, but it's an emotion. Like this style, if you watch dancers do this style, it's very strong, like their body language and everything. So strong as an emotion.
Yeah.
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 When I do this style, when I am performing jazz funk, I feel supremely sexy, right? Because it makes you comfortable in your own skin. There are so many movements wherein, you touch your own body, do it. And I think with time, when like more and more when I do this style, I just feel so nice about the way I am.
Yeah.
Right?
So true.
Yeah, like I mean, I get it, like because of a lot of conditions and a lot of things, we always tend to be like, oh, if I had this body or that body, and I have been through that. I have also been this person who's like, oh, like I would like to be like this one,
Yeah,
that
every
one.
single person.
But we realize with time, and we need to understand that my body is my body for a reason.
Yeah.
Your body is that way for a reason, right? I have my own strengths and I have some things to work on. And I have that.
True that.
तो ये स्टाइल के थ्रू मुझे ये सब बहुत डीपली समझ में आ गया
Yeah.
कि परफेक्ट तो है ही नहीं, कुछ भी परफेक्ट नहीं है, बट जैसा है वैसा है, बहुत अच्छा है और उसको हमको एक्सेप्ट करना है.
Yeah.
तो all comes to acceptance at the end. So jazz funk is now an emotion for me.
Okay.
It helps me feel strong. It helps me feel sexy. And with all these, like these big emotions, I also feel very calm. and very comfortable.
Main important thing is comfort while you are dancing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like today, I don't have any kind of fear or hesitance to dance while I'm touching my own body and move in a certain way, which may not be very acceptable in the society.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people look it at.
Yeah,
But they don't know what it's behind it.
absolutely. But as long as I am comfortable doing it, I'm okay.
True that, ma'am.
So I think now jazz funk is a feeling. It's a feeling.
Yeah.
Yes. That is what
I would like to know about Nrityashakti because I think you have been associated with that since a really long time.
Yes.
And what has your journey been like? Because Nrityashakti is like a really big thing. And I would like to want to know more about it.
So there's a short story about Nrityashakti, how I started there.
Yeah.
So when I left my previous company, I thought I'll start as a freelancer now.
Yeah.
That's when Shakti wanted me to be a part of her team. So she was starting her team and all that. And she said, would you like to be a part of my team? I said, okay, sounds good. And I gave an audition and all. But somewhere my heart was always into teaching. Like, team में रहेंगी अच्छी बात है, but उसमें, you have to just like dance and dance.
Yeah.
And I wanted to teach. Like, I love teaching.
Yeah.
I love whatever I have to share, whatever knowledge I have within me, give it out. So then I told her, like, is it okay if I don't be a part of the team, but if I start teaching here?
Yeah.
And she was like, are you sure? I said, yes, I'm very sure about this. And that's how it started. So she said, okay, give it a shot. Let's see. We'll start your classes. Yeah. And initially when I started, like, I think I've been with Nrityashakti for 5 years now.
Wow, that's a long.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's really long.
That's a really long time.
So when I started, I had one kid in class.
Oh.
And I was like, wow, this is not what I expected. Because not overconfident.
Devastating.
Yeah, I got little. 2, 3, 4 बच्चे तो आने चाहिए थे, से एक ही बच्चा है, तो I got a little, I like, again, you doubt your decisions. हाइला कंपनी छोड़ दिया, सही किया कि नहीं, freelancer, how is it going to be? But then I took a breath. I was like, okay, calm down, it's okay. This one kid has come to class. She's come, like, she's the only one out of all the students outside who thought of doing your class, who trusted and came all alone. Take that class, right? So I took that class and it went well. And next class, she didn't come, but there were 2 other new faces. So again, doubt. Ki wo guy aayi?
Yeah.
Was I so bad? Like, did I say something wrong? So, all these. But in that process of feeling this and then being there for these 2-3 kids, I thought of not giving up. I was like, chalo, dekhte kya hota hai. So I think for 6 months, I had like 3, 2 ऐसे बच्चे आते थे, and I kept continuing. I like नहीं कुछ तो होगा. I don't know what, suddenly one class there were 5, and that was the class. उसके बाद it just kept multiplying.
Wow.
Yeah, it just happened. Everything, like how my dance to take dance professionally happened overnight.
Yeah.
This also just happened. So that was nice. Like I could feel that the students started believing in this style. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, इसका क्या एक और क्या है ना कि जैज फंक बहुत सबको लगता है कि only girls can do it. Very feminine.
Very feminine.
Which I understand by the movement, but this style has been started by men.
Oh.
International dancers. The men like Brian Friedman, these teachers, Bobby Newberry, they are boys, they are men, and they have started these styles.
Damn.
Yeah. So for that reason, I think I couldn't get many students initially, and now also it's still a struggle to get a lot of boys in class. But I think because of that, a lot of people did not come. But once it picked up, and touch wood, it's been great. I enjoy going to Nrityashakti. I love teaching students over there. I've in these 5 years, there have been so many new faces because they have a program called ITP, right?
Okay.
So every time the batch changes, and there's a new bunch coming in. So it's been lovely. Like, I love how they're very enthusiastic about understanding, and they're so raw. Like, I have taught kids who have had zero idea about this style, about jazz, ballet, and
it's very new to India, is what I feel.
absolutely for their bodies and for their minds to accept and then move in this whole sensual way. It's difficult for them, but the transformation that I see towards the end, it's lovely to watch. So grateful for the space and forever grateful for all the students who have
Do that.
trusted and they keep coming for my classes. So yeah.
Guys, I feel you should keep taking on notes over here because these are real life lessons which you are getting. Like, this is a lesson of consistency which I got. Like, you were consistent for 6 months. You didn't have much of a student.
As I said, मुझे पता नहीं डांस के अलावा कुछ आता नहीं है तो इसी में कुछ ना कुछ करना था तो I like roar you but नहीं करो.
That is, ma'am, that is really very inspiring because like it taught me a lesson of consistency. At the same time, like as I say, you have been the person I feel is very much into believing ourselves and having that confidence wala power. And many people like I myself sometimes doubt myself that am I going in the right direction? Should I doubt myself or anything like that? And I have never been consistent in my life. And today that hit me. Like when you said it hit me that you should be consistent because that's where you go to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Even for self-satisfaction.
Yeah. And don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's like अभी बहुत fancy sound करा ये सब.
Yeah.
I have also been very inconsistent. ऐसा नहीं है क्योंकि it is challenging. It's
Challenging. Yeah, right.
self-motivated all the time, right?
Yeah.
And to keep doing, even if you love it,
Yeah.
करते रहना, like for you guys to do podcast on daily basis or like weekly basis, it is challenging. It's difficult.
It is.
So it's okay. Sometimes we can take a chill pill and get a little inconsistent. वो चलता है. That's the part of life. It's just that you just have to remind yourself why you started.
When you started. So true.
Correct? And उसी से थोड़ा keep moving ahead and keep doing what you love. So yeah, I think you're also doing a fab job.
Thank you so
All
much.
of this. So
Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, that brings me to my next segment, which is a very exciting one according to me. So, ma'am, I have apparently observed this one thing, which is with the so-called trend of real dancers and real dancers.
I knew this is coming.
I have observed this a lot. Like, I am like, I want to discuss about this. So, the thing which I have observed so far is that there are a lot of people who post reels on Instagram, them dancing. So there are two things to this according to me. It is a good exposure for you to showcase your talents and all. But I really feel like I have this opinion that there are a lot of professional dancers out there who get hidden because of this. Matlab, the people who are not that professional just doing it for the, like just they want to do it and all. And they are just posting reels and all on Instagram and they get hyped in some or the other way. And the people who have been struggling a lot, who have been facing challenges coming put forth and they have not been getting the reach they have been wanting. So I feel that in some or the other way, these real dancers have overpowered the real dancers and that shouldn't be happening is what I feel. What is your opinion on that?
To be honest, Anushka, if this podcast would have happened like few months back or a year back, I would be on the same page that you are.
Okay.
कि like क्या चल रहा है यार, मतलब हम लोग इतना ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं and people are just like coming without training and doing this.
Yeah.
I understand, like we all go through that frustration कि like सही है यार, मतलब इनका तो निकल गया and we are still struggling, blah blah blah. But I don't know, today if you ask me this question, I'm in a very different mindset.
Okay.
Because today I'm like, who am I to decide?
True that. Inside the other way.
Who am I to decide? मतलब अभी हम दोनों हैं.
Yeah.
ठीक है, मैंने बहुत साल का ट्रेनिंग लिया है, आप अभी आके आपने कर दिया and you're back to back consistently putting up your work and you're doing it. So and you're getting the recognition. So what? तो क्या गलत हो रहा है?
It's not wrong, but it's basically like the people who are actually professional people out there. People think like the target audience saying that these people like real dancers and real dancers are the same. It's what they think. And I'm of the opinion that there is obviously difference because they are professionally trained.
Yeah.
They have been doing this for like a really long time. And these people are putting it because they have fun doing it. So there's a difference which the target audience should see. And I feel the current target audience is not really looking at those difference.
Correct. No, I'm with you on this. Very like not like saying what you're saying is wrong. Because your opinion is your opinion.
Yeah.
But what I feel is कि abhi agar somebody is putting like a fun choreography video, which is booming and everybody, so maybe the audience that they are targeting is that kind of audience, right?
Okay, yeah.
Not a lot of people would want to, like supposing abhi maine 24 pe chalu kar diya dancing, but a lot of people who are 24, 25 right now,
Yeah.
they would want to just dance for fun. They would just want to not do what I do. I do such technical stuff, correct? Which requires proper foundation training, blah blah, and many other features like that. बट कोई कोई होंगे जिनके लाइक नहीं यार मुझे तो डांस करना है. डांस क्या है उनके उनके हिसाब से उनके लिए ये डांस है, ये तो दे लाइक दिस सो दे गो फॉर दैट टू. So what I'm trying to say here is like my target audience is going to be a different audience. And the ones who are who have not done training for many years but are still booming in terms of picking up new songs and just making some fun choreographies and getting the kind of fame that they are. I think it's okay because they are targeting an audience who would want to do that and not what we do, right? So I think today I feel it's okay. Let everybody earn. Let everybody be happy. It's fine. If I have a problem, if I feel, oh my God, I'm a professional dancer and, I am not getting this, what the other person is getting, then maybe I should do something about it. And not crib, right? True. Maybe I should, keeping my technique, keeping my professionalism in mind, professional dance training in mind, I should make more content and be consistent about it. And maybe it might just hit with everybody else, just like the others are doing it. So today I feel a little differently about it.
Understandable. Really understandable.
Like chalo is karo. My only concern is if I have to talk about this is all these teachers who are just into workshops and are not exactly into training. Like just do your dance in workshops, right? And don't mark your choreographies, right? So it can be a simple, fun choreography. No problem. Yes, people have come to have fun on a weekend. They have come and there are so many people in the room. But when you showcase. You show how it's done. You tell them, you show them that I look different than you. That is not
that is really
I just feel that because I see all these videos and obviously I'm not going to take names, but some of these dancers, they just stand and mark and the students are dancing amazingly well and I'm just like, क्या हो रहा है? मतलब ठीक है यार, तुम सादा simple choreography की है, कोई problem नहीं, but उसको करो ना, दिखाओ ना.
Right.
है ना? You are earning money, you are taking money from people are coming to watch you.
Exactly.
Show them how it's done. So that's what I feel.
To that, ma'am.
Yes.
Like
जो करना है बड़ा करो, दिखाओ कि कैसे करते हैं. बस एवी अभी नेम हो गया तो हाँ बस मत कर.
Do that, ma'am. That actually brings me to my next thing which I had in mind. I have seen your page. If you guys have seen your page, I have seen you not following, like not being one of the person who follows the trends. Like, एक trend set होता है and सब लोग उसके पीछे ही भागते हैं. A dance trend specifically. And I have seen you be that person who doesn't follow trends as such. I never encourage anyone to follow trends. Encourage doesn't like, you don't force your students like anyone who is there with you कि यही करो, वो करो. And I have seen that a lot. And I have heard from people as well that you let them be themselves when they come to you for teaching and all. So that's something which is really good, I think. Like, it helps me, it helps me really feel well about people out there as well.
Yeah. But that's important, right?
Very important.
अभी मैं बोलूँगी नहीं तुम इसका क्लास मत करो, तुम इधर क्यों जा रहे हो? It's like, who am I to decide? We all learn, है ना? अभी one person will go for something. That person will understand कि do they want to continue? Or do they
self-realize it?
It's all about that. Like, we are our own teachers. है ना? There's always a guidance. There's always somebody to help you understand. But at the end, it's on you.
True that.
It is you. Like, even if I tell somebody or if I tell you, like, listen, don't. But you want to, you will do it any which ways.
Yeah.
है ना?
Absolutely.
So, I feel कि like, ठीक है, जिसको जैसा करना है वो खुद के समझ से समझ जाएगा
Yeah.
कि हाँ यार ये क्लास में नहीं, हाँ ये क्लास सही है.
Yeah.
You understand, you create your own paths, and I think why should one any teacher decide for anybody? Yes, you help your students. If they come to you, you give them your piece of advice, your
Yeah.
experience you share with them, but then leave it on an open note. See, this is what it is, but you make your choice.
Yeah.
You see how you feel.
They have come to you for guidance, but at the end of the day, they have to make their own.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
that ma'am.
So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Actually, okay. So one another thing which I'd like to tell you all is that ma'am, you are married, right?
Yeah, I just realized it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
Yeah, wow. Okay. So that makes me come to my next thing, which I have in mind, is basically that has your journey changed before marriage and after marriage? Because in what you were saying that you have broken, like in some or the other way, you have broken the societal norms of, following the same thing having in mind, and you have self-believed in yourself. So has anything changed before marriage and after marriage? Because if you see the audience, like audience and in the society, they tend to change before and after marriage, and I feel that in some of the way they shouldn't. Regarding your own, following your own things, like obviously other things are going to change because you have someone with you now, but then following yourself and following your dreams shouldn't change is what I feel. So what do you think about that? Because you must be experiencing the same things. Like what is your experience being before and after the marriage?
Yeah. Touchwood, nothing has changed. Yeah, because I don't want to sound too cliche, but very honestly, my husband, Gaurav, like we before marriage also, he's the one who has always been supportive about everything that I've decided. Like,
That is very sweet.
yeah, I'm somebody who takes impulsive decisions. Sometimes I just go like, that's impulse, I don't want to do this. What is this? And he's like, I am this hyperactive person
Yeah.
who will go mental, and he'll just be like very calm, listen to me. And he's always told me one thing, like, ठीक है, नहीं मजा आ रहा है, मत कर, आ रहा है कर. And there have been times when I have told him like, this is it, I don't want to dance, हो गया, मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है, खत्म. And he's always said, listen, I understand,
Yeah.
but I know that you will be alive only when you do this.
True that. True that.
So take a break. He's always told me, take a break. Kuch nahi, but I don't think so you will survive without that.
Do that.
So I think he's been my biggest support. And yeah, like he's just so supportive about whatever I do, however I think, however I want to live my life and everything. So that's why nothing has been changed. It's like, बस like मैं अभी आ गई हूँ किधर रहने के लिए. Yeah, like it's just the difference is shift of house. That's it, houses. But otherwise everything is safe.
That is
Everything.
very sweet. Like
Yes.
that is very, very sweet experience of like what is happening in your life. That is very sweet. So ma'am, basically this all makes me wonder that how Instagram specifically has helped as a platform a lot. Not just to the professional people, but in some other way it helps you all to market what you are presenting. So have you ever thought of Instagram as that way? Because like, are you like, I really want to ask you, are you that old school person who is like, ki, nahi, I am not towards the social media and all, or are you like, I should make myself tend towards like what social media is going like that?
I was like, क्या मतलब कैसे? But you know, after a point, you need to have a balance of.
Yeah.
You can't always be like old school. नहीं ऐसे. फिर वो वैसे ही हो गया ना जैसे हमारे parents बोलते हैं. They have a certain thought and they just want to be in that, and then we are like, come on, you got to change. So
Yeah.
it's the same for all of us. Like
Yeah.
as you're growing, you got to adapt to some situations that are, which are like very the generation that is, and you got to be a part of that also, and then you also have to be a part of what you the experience and the life that you've lived.
Yeah.
Correct. So I think I try to keep a balance of both. True. Like not too much of social media, and but yes, use social media for work and promote my work as much as I can.
Yeah.
Like initially I used to also promote a lot about what I'm doing in my life. Like a fool, I used to just put up, today I'm this, that.
I'll be honest, I still do that. I am a log of
but that's
social
okay.
media.
That's okay. You are in that age to do it, right?
Yeah.
With time, you will also be like, "Kya pak raha hai abhi?" Now I'm like, why do people need to know that I'm having Maggie?
You didn't even care about it.
Yeah, so that's fine. If you're doing it, it's absolutely okay because you are in that age right now
Yeah.
to do it, right?
Yeah.
With growing time, you'll also realize,
Yeah, I
"Yeah, ye na." So now I think I have done that part. So now I just use Instagram for my work. Like all my stories also work related. Once in a while, I'll put something personal, or I keep putting up my cats, their stories.
That
That's
is
it.
so sweet, guys. She's a cat lover. And she's
I
your cat.
didn't know I would be one until they came in my life.
Oh,
So yeah.
that is
So I think yeah, it's all about keeping a balance.
Yeah.
And not being very rigid कि नहीं ऐसे नहीं होता है ये youngsters को कुछ पता नहीं है ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. I think you need to have a balance of both. You need to have a taste of both. And yeah, that's important to have balance.
very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have seen on Instagram, you must have seen there are a lot of people, herself as well, wearing black clothes and dancing. And you will see her entire feed. Like I have seen that there are many reels, people wearing black clothes and dancing. And that makes me come to my next point, which is that she's the founder of Kaalakaris. And I want to know what exactly is that and what made you start that? Because whenever I see those reels, people wearing black clothes and dancing, it just makes me wonder, wow, that is so cool. Like the first thing comes in my mind, that is so cool. And I really want to know that.
How nice. I think you're the only one who's finding this cool.
It is very cool. Like, trust me, I was just looking at it today in the morning. And I just saw a random reel of yours wearing, like, there were few people wearing, like, the recent reel, I think. And I saw that and I'm like, dude, that is so cool. And I just saw it to my mother as well, like, look, mom, this is so cool. Like, that is very cool. I find it very cool.
Thank you. Very sweet of you. Kaalakaris, पहले तो नाम ऐसे कुछ पता नहीं था. So the idea that I came,
Yeah.
what I thought was, मतलब just to have an identity, है ना? Like if just to be in people's mind, कि like okay, if you see somebody who's always in black attire in workshops, in classes and videos,
Yeah.
and while teaching, while dancing, if they're top to bottom in black attire, they are Kaalakaris. This is a crew.
It is unique as well in some or the other way, I feel.
Yeah, so I just thought क्या different कर सकते हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं हम लोग. तो I just sat with my girls, my students, Shirley, Tia, Nisha. So
Hi guys, if you're seeing this podcast.
yeah, hi girls. So these girls have been training with me for 4 to 5 years now.
Wow.
And I just sat with them and then let's do this. Let's just create a lot of content, like good content with only black attire. And they are always excited for everything.
See,
Like, yes, ma'am, let's go, let's do this. So, yeah, that's how we thought. Not with the intention ki we need to reach a certain followers or a certain kind of audience, anything. We just make content because we love dancing.
yeah.
But let's have a identity to it. कि कैसे कि क्यों हम लोग different है
Yeah.
in terms of our attire.
Attire.
Yeah, so whatever we do, we wear black. So that's how it just started, and now I think that's what's going on. I think black is a beautiful color.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and you don't have to think much, right?
Yeah.
When it's black, you're like, just pick it up and wear. Otherwise, there's so much thinking going on. I open. So easy to work on. And yeah, that's why Kaalakaris came into our minds, and that's
One more thing which I find cool is the foundation of its name. And I want you to tell me again the foundation of its name.
So basically कलाकार
Yeah.
है ना, तो उसको हमने कर दिया कालाकारी. So basically कलाकार्स who are wearing black.
Yeah. So cool. I find this stuff very cool. For a parent.
You're my favorite.
Thank
I
you.
don't know anybody has said it's all cool,
I'm
but you are
really
like so
proud. And
cool.
not
I'm
just
very
because
happy.
not just because you're sitting right beside me and I should say it or not because of that. I'm really
For
fine.
that it's okay. I'm very happy.
Okay. Okay, I'm really feeling sad that this has come to an end.
Season पे hamper के लिए I'll come.
Done, ma'am. Fixed. But okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I would want you to like tell something to the audience and your audience as well. Like there are a lot of people who look at look up to you as a role model as well. So if you have anything to say to them, and also how did you find the entire podcast?
Sure. Firstly, thank you for bringing, having me on board and making this happen. I'm very bad with all this, but
Oh no, that's all. Have you rocked it?
I rocked it. Yeah. So great.
I had a lot of fun. I didn't know कितने जल्दी time हो गया.
That's lovely. You've been very sweet from the start, and it's nice to have young generation, wanting to do such things and asking people about their lives and just like an insight about what's going on. And it's lovely for this. So this initiative is great.
Thank you so much.
Keep going. The two
Thank
of you.
you so-
All the best from my side. And the role model and all, I don't know if I'm that much of it, but
Wow. I say that because now I have seen
that's a
people-
big word.
I have
Oh my God.
I have asked every single person. Like as I told you, I have my cousins attending your workshop, and there are a lot of people apart from that whom I know attend your workshops and your dance classes for that matter. And they have always told me that they look up to you, this, that, and all. So
That's very sweet. So I would just like to say thank you very much for all the love, all the trust. Each single one of all of them have shown, because I need it. We all need it.
know that.
And when things
keep
go
going on.
downhill, when things go downhill, these things like today, what you're telling me, like there are so many people who think like this about you. I
Absolutely.
come back to this when I feel like giving up, right? So
Absolutely.
so I would just say thank you for believing in my art. Thank you for taking my classes, and thank you for being amazing throughout. And yeah, just have fun. I was saying this in one of my class, like find a balance when you're dancing. I'll speak only about dance as an art because that's what I do. Find a balance, like do fun stuff, but also try and do technical stuff. Have a balance of both, have a mix of both, because that's how it should be, right? Don't get caught up with just doing technical stuff, because फिर fun चला जाएगा. और जितना fun करोगे फिर थोड़ा ऐसा body को challenge करने के लिए थोड़ा technical stuff भी करना चाहिए.
Yeah, true that.
So have a balance of both, I would say, and just enjoy the art and just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be yourself and enjoy. That's it.
Thank you so much. That is like, I felt good after hearing all this. Thank you so much for that. And before I end this episode, guys.
Sorry, can I just give a big shout out to my sister?
Yeah,
My rock.
obviously.
So I don't know when she'll hear this, but obviously I'll send her this link. And I just want to say that my sister Shidija, she's my younger sister.
Hi.
But yes, hi. She has been a big support in my life. Like throughout. So just want to say thank you. And once again, thank you to you guys for having me. And I had a lovely time.
Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Guys,